On the weekend, we gonna ride and chill and do what players play. No more working, we gonna get fresh to death and choose up on the few. Strictly sipping, because we're Rigo, baby, and that's just what we do. The spot, the hottest spots on the weekend.
What up, man? This your boy O.C.B, man. What's going on, my people? Look, I ain't gonna be doing too much talking tonight cause I got my mouth worked on. little bit. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all in good hands, man. I got Miss Ericka Hughes, DearMeQueen here, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? As always, Muggsy Mo.
Oh, man. What's up, world? What's up, Black World? What's up, Young World?
Yeah. Also, the wife.
Hey,
what up? You know what I'm saying? I got A-Bum on the corner on standby over there. You dig what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We're going to pay these bills, you know what I'm saying? All night food squad, how we get all our turkey leg food and everything.
Get fed, man. Get
man,
fed.
Yeah. Just cake it. You dig what I'm saying? Let y'all go ahead, take it. Go ahead.
All right, in sports.
Hold up. Before we get there, let's do the disclaimer.
Oh, okay. All right, we ain't no doctors. We ain't no psychiatrists. We ain't none of that. We just some black people trying to tell you the truth about how we feel about things. Hope y'all get inspired by it. We just want to help y'all. But hey, like I said, we are not doctors.
Man, that what's up. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, hit them sports.
All right, as far as sports go, you know, our guy, Ja Morant, he out, man, for 2 weeks. So let's try to keep that good energy going with the Grizzlies. Last time he was out, they went on a good run. I think they went on like a 15-game winning streak.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we should 20. Be good. 20?
20.
Historic, huh? So we should be good with that. And, you know, the man in the arena, he's being traded to another arena. He going to be down there with the Dolphins this season.
Yeah, man, that's what they looking at, man.
It's kind of crazy, though. It's like, what, they don't want another Super Bowl?
I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. I don't know. He trying to prove a point, I guess.
Yeah.
He can get a ring anywhere.
Yeah, I guess so. If he do, once again, it's a bad man.
Yes, sir.
Then, of course, we got the Final Four going on. I'm kind of sad that our guys didn't get ready.
Yeah, man, that old Gonzaga, man. Gonzaga took us on about that, man.
It was still a good look, though. But
sure.
Saturday, April 2nd, that's when the game will be taking place. And then we'll know what's going on after that, who's going to be the crowned king.
All right, man. And other news, man. What's up, Mimi?
well, the first thing we have in news is Ketanji Brown. I'm sure you all have heard of Ketanji. She is the nominee for the Supreme Court Justice. President Biden he has nominated her, and she's been going through these confirmation hearings. And so all week, the Republicans and the Judiciary Committee, they have been really grilling a sister about all kinds of weird things. Right. Have you all heard about the 2 books that they were grilling her about, Ted Cruz?
So anti-racist baby.
Yeah, and stamped.
Stamped for kids. It's crazy.
And so it's amazing that these titles, they kind of like shot up. The sales for these titles have shot up because a lot of people have been showing their support since, Ted Cruz brought this up. So the authors of those 2 books are, they're smiling all the way to the bank.
I know they are.
For the win.
Yeah, they're smiling to the bank. So we hope everything goes well. You all do remember Cory Booker, the senator. He gave her a lot of encouragement toward the
big
end.
Energy,
and he told her, I see you, I see the struggle, I know what's going on. You didn't have to go through this, but you did. Keep your head up. We are rooting for you. Right. And that kind of made us shed a tear. Yeah. So everybody was talking about that.
It's big energy to her too, though, because she representing black women very well right now, holding all the degrees that she holds and all the stuff that you can't imagine what she really had to go through.
Yes.
To even get in this position, to be in this seat, you know what I mean? And then they still trying to grill this woman.
Yes.
So it's like, man, big energy to her. We got to put her in the bubble for a minute, protect her.
Yes, and speaking of Ketanji, we are still celebrating Women's History Month. We still have a few days, so give it up to the ladies. I think we all talked. I think O.C.B talked about that before.
Yes.
So shout out to the ladies. I got
my sisters.
All right now, come on now.
Shout out to the ladies. we're not done yet. We still got a few days left.
Few more days.
To all those who adore the crown.
Already.
Okay, and next up we have the Oscars. The Oscars are hosted this year by a young African American man by the name of Will Packer. You may know him from such movies such as Girls Trip, Ride Along, and Straight Outta Compton.
Oh yeah, that's good look.
Yeah, so he is really hoping that we get a lot of diversity in and a lot of ratings increase. So hopefully we
So
can
how
get
many
those
hosts is
ratings.
supposed to be? It's like 3 hosts, right?
3 hosts. You have Regina Hall, Amy Schumer, and Wanda Sykes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those gonna be fun. We wonder.
And so
kills me.
we really rooting for Will Smith and fellow alumni Anjanae Ellis from Tougaloo.
I heard that, man. I guess.
Give it up for Tougaloo.
Big shout out.
So we're hoping that those two are successful along with the other nominees. So we're expecting to see a lot of diversity. He cut about 8 categories, and they said Spielberg and some other people were upset about it. But and he pre-recorded some of the speeches, so he could cut them off. But everybody's gonna still get their shine.
Right.
But it's just those long categories. He's trying to make it short as possible because one of the reasons the ratings was down was because of the length.
Yeah.
So
You know,
hopefully.
in the microwave world, man, we want it fast and quick, hot and ready, goddamn.
Yeah, so hopefully, it's
7 seconds.
it's gonna be great. So y'all check out the Oscars on Sunday. There were a lot of other things in the news, but we're trying to keep it a little light. We're trying to keep it light. So we're gonna pass it over to Ericka with this Facebook news. Let's get into it.
Let's go. What up, Ericka? Facebook. Man, it's been a minute, man. We ain't had Facebook news in a while, man. Glad to have you, man. You feel what I'm saying? Look, I got Ericka here, helping me out right now. Cause like I said, I can't talk that much, man. But
It's all right.
you know what I'm saying?
talking
You know, she got me. Yeah. Go ahead, handle your business.
So I have 2 stories for y'all, and I normally bring you the relationship perspective of Facebook, and I'm still coming to it because I still got to be mean about it. But I need to put myself out there real quick and put myself on the stage. I got in some trouble on Facebook for this little thing I've been doing called FYI. And FYI is just something comical and something that is very, very educated related. There are incidents that happen within the school community that all teachers, educators, even a few admin people can relate to. Well, one of my posts finally got me in some slappery trouble.
Oh, now.
Just a little bit. I think they was just in their feelings when they approached me about it. But it was about a post that one time for them. For them. I've been doing a lot of research on mental health, especially when it comes to our children, and what they're going through, and realizing that a lot of our babies still need as much love now as they did 5 years ago.
Definitely.
So I made a post saying, please don't allow this one chapter in your child's life to become their full story. Kids need to be heard to. Kids still need to be talked to, no matter the age limit. Well, I guess somebody got in their feelings, then I got a little phone call. I don't think you should be talking about something you don't understand.
Ooh.
Now,
you a mother yourself, though.
I think they forgot that I have a whole 8-year-old, and and within that 8-year-old, we do a few things with him, but I would never speak on anything that I wouldn't experience myself.
Facts.
And I wouldn't make any type of fun of anything so serious as mental health. So here's me standing on my podium, standing on my own 10 toes, and letting that person know that I do have the information that you look for. But however, I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be comical. This is supposed to be a funny situation, not to get too deep, deep in the situation. But it's all good. God bless you. But anywho, please, everybody, love on your kids. If you see something wrong, do something about it right then and there, and don't wait. But I'm going to make it a little lighter this time. I want to talk about this young guy that I saw at the Maxwell concert last night. Yo, Maxwell, first of all, thank you for just giving me life. Joe, thank you for just giving me life. Thank you, Anthony Hamilton, for just being you. Just going ham on the stage.
Ham be cutting up.
He do, and the bands was stupid. But anyway, I want to throw some shine on this young man named JT. We trying to make this man go viral.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes. So if you check out my Facebook page, and I guess we're going to share it again later on, in the middle of the concert in our little nosebleed section, they was playing, some Memphis music, keeping the crowd hype, and all of a sudden you see somebody in a black suit with a red shirt and some Stacey Adams.
Stacey's on, yeah.
Some Stacey Adams, and I mean, truly being as Memphis as he can be. Just juke it and what is it called? Gangster walking, bucket. And I mean, live. It was so beautiful to watch this in person.
Somebody said he had the juking Holy Ghost.
Yes, the juking Holy Ghost. And just see somebody in a suit, someone of, Memphis men, Memphis boys get this, this standard on them.
Mm-hmm.
They supposed to wear the saggy pants and they not supposed to be intelligent, but this brother is very intelligent, very sweet. Yep. So I want to ask everybody in this community, by all means, make him go viral right now. If you see the video, call Shade Room and them and let them know that Memphis is more than what you see. Right. We a dope community.
Too,
we a whole vibe in this mug. Yeah, I mean, I man.
That's what's up. Man. You dig what I'm saying? That's what's up. Facebook news, you know what I mean, man? Y'all make that man go viral. You dig what I mean?
Viral.
That's all I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get ready to introduce our next guest, man. But you know what we gonna do?
Play some of that O.C.B.
Play some of this O.C.B. man.
Yeah. O.C.B. baby. Come on in, the party's jumping. Me and my OGs are ready to play. Go ahead, take your shoes off, cause I know you gon' wanna stay. Tell me what you're drinking, or do you like to smoke? Tell me what you need, baby girl, and I give you what you want. Don't worry about no money. Don't worry about no time. Don't worry about a thing, girl. Cause it's going down in the room, in the champagne room. Say it's going down in the champagne room. Yeah. In the champagne room. Say it's going down in the champagne room. Yeah. In the champagne room. Say it's going down in the champagne room. Ooh. Don't worry about no money. Don't worry about no time. Don't worry about a thing, girl. All is going down in the room. Hey there, pretty lady. I got just what you need.
Yeah, man. That's your boy O.C.B. man. Take it over, Miss Ericka Hughes.
All right, people. I am so excited about this next phase. This young lady that's about to come, she is beautiful. She is so talented. I've only known her for a short amount of time, but when I say she has just been a true blessing to my life and a blessing to people who have been out. Just to hear her sing, you gonna understand for yourself. So, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you this beautiful young lady, Miss Sondra Love. You gotta put some passion behind it. With a name like Sondra Love, you gotta accentuate. How are you doing?
Awesome. I'm awesome. I'm so happy to be here with you guys.
I'm so excited that you decided to, come and be on the O.C.B. After Dark. I gotta be extra when it comes to it. But we're just gonna get into a couple of questions, and we want to vibe with you and see everything that you're about. Even though I already know how amazing you are, I want everybody in the world to know how amazing you are. So my first question for you is, how long have you been singing?
Well, I am 32 years old. I've been singing for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
I feel like I came out of the womb singing.
Come on now.
I've been singing my entire life.
She said she said as soon as she was able to say two. Pretty
Soon
much.
as I knew I could make a sound, it was coming out.
It made sense at the time. So, what artists influenced your style? Like last night, I heard you
God,
kill.
there are
Like
so many.
she was off the chain. So, if you could just match yourself, if you had to, like who was your
myself?
match yourself?
I don't think I could match myself, but I will say one of the artists that inspires me so much of our time is Jasmine Sullivan. And the reason I say that is because there is nothing that girl can't do. She's like a robot.
This is true.
And I've never heard someone do what she does, and that inspires me. I don't sound like her at all, but what she does inspires me.
Oh wow, I like her because vocally she's challenging. Period.
She is.
But lyrically, the girl's pen game and the people she allows in her circle, she's dope.
Yeah.
So,
Go.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get it, man. Look, I'm all everywhere. Like, people are ringing the doorbell and shit. Like, I got special guests like this, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and shit, man.
today at O.C.B. after dark.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, we can continue. The questions.
Well, yeah. You go ahead.
I got you.
You got it. You got it.
So, describe what genre of music you're in. What you think you fit?
Off rip, everyone automatically assumes I am a soul singer. I am an everything singer. I sing everything. I sing soul. I sing jazz. I sing gospel. I sing R&B. I can do it all.
Oh wow.
That's probably the most confusing thing about me a little bit because, as an artist, people automatically want you to choose something.
Right.
I can't limit myself to one thing. I just can't. I feel like God gave me a gift. And in any area that I can use it, I'm going to use it.
Right. I think sometimes people just become vocally challenged when they stay in one dimension. If you can challenge yourself in different areas in music and if you can do different tones, I think that just broadens you as a singer. But trust me, y'all, when I say she literally can sing anything. Like, I want to be like her when I grow up.
Wow.
I want to be like her when I grow up.
Wow.
So let's talk a little bit more about, Southcamp, the beautiful record company she's a part of. Can you give us a little background about, Southcamp and how you became a part of it?
Well, Southcamp is a beautiful group of individuals who are very much alike because we're all extremely talented. Like, I don't really, and it's not me bragging or anything. It's just that I don't think that there's a group of people like us anywhere in the city or anywhere, period. Southcamp is an independent record label that was started by my very, very good friend, Joel Robinson. Okay. He's very good at what he does. He's producer, engineer, videographer, photographer. He literally does it all. And from his little spark, his little dream, he's created this beautiful thing. And he's been able to bring some of the most talented people I've ever met together to do something really great.
And he literally can't do anything to
like
it's a melting pot of creativity within Southcamp. But one more question, right before we get to those vocals, because I really want this crowd to hear you and feel your vibrations right now. But you have a really, really dope song called PVO.
Yes, PVO.
What brought on PVO? I know what it means to me, but what is it? What brought that on? What pen game went into writing PVO?
Well, first of all, PVO is an acronym. It stands for PVO stands for Positive Vibes Only. We all know that, right? I actually,
if not, we know now.
Right. I actually wrote the song. There was so much negativity going on, and I'm in such a different place in my life. I don't feel like everything deserves like a reaction. Right. We're adults, right? We're trying to do things differently. So I really wrote the song because I was annoyed. It was so much going on. I was just annoyed, and I was like, you know what? I turned on the track, and it was just automatic for me. And I wrote the song, and I finished recording it. And at first, it was like, what is this? what is this? And then as time went on, it grew on me and everybody else, and I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
I think it's a vibe.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you can write a song when you pissed off.
Oh, yes.
You can write a positive song when you pissed
Absolutely.
off.
Absolutely.
So, are you ready to bless the mic with those wonderful vocals?
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, PVO, Miss Sondra Love.
I can't say that I've got all the answers. I can't say I always know what to do. But I know bad vibes can spread just like cancer. That's why I'm making my business to stay away from you. Positive vibes only. So I don't want your negative energy rubbing off all on me. No. See, I don't want to be mean, but I'm pretty serious about this particular thing. I made my peace mine. You don't have to like it, but that's just the way it's gonna be. So if you're walking around spreading bad vibes and trying to hurt someone, that's the pain you feel inside. Take your ass over there because you're well aware, but obviously you don't care. Positive vibes only. Positive vibes only. I don't want your negative energy rubbing off all on me. No, no, no. No, 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 no. PVO. Negative energy. Negative energy. You gotta go. Oh, you gotta go. You gotta go. PVO. You gotta go. Negative energy. You gotta go. Positive vibes only. You gotta go. PVO. Negative energy. You gotta go. You gotta go. We don't want you here no more. You gotta go. PVO. Negative energy. You gotta go. Positive vibes only. Yeah, I don't want your energy rubbing off on me. Positive vibes only. See, I don't want your energy rubbing off on me. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. PVO. Negative energy. You gotta go. PVO. Positive vibes only. Yeah, yeah.
Look, we ain't got the we don't have the with your little bud. Yeah, man. We had to throw that motherfucker away. Man, but yeah, man. Look, great job though. Great job, man. I like that. That's dope, man. Fucks with that.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
nice. Real nice.
That's what's up, man. Say that again, Ajah.
Your song really resonates with my soul. Like, I feel like these days it's just so much going on that all you can afford to have is positive vibes.
I
like,
promise.
Okay.
Some people just like it's just like the straw that broke the camel's back. You just need Your piece in
Yeah.
positive vibes.
My favorite part is Take Your Ass On. That's my added piece of the song. Take your ass on. But yes, one more time for this beautiful soul. Thank you so much, Sondra, for coming out. One more question for you. What is in the future of Miss Love?
The future of Miss Love. I'll tell you this. One thing in particular, I'm going to be a writer one day for a bunch of big people.
That's
That is
what's
my
up.
ultimate goal.
What about the little
All of
people?
this. Well, but you know,
Shit, we need some hot shit too, goddamn.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to be a major writer. That's my whole goal in everything that I'm doing. I want to be an inspiration to people from my city, from where I'm from, because I'm from South Memphis, I'm from Orange Mound,
Hey, man.
I'm from all over Memphis.
Hey, man.
Big
That's
Memphis
what's
one.
And I want people who look like me, who where I'm from, to know you can do whatever you want.
Oh shit, she big old Memphis,
Yeah,
man.
big
Real
old-
talk.
big
Man, big old Memphis, man. Big old Memphis, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Dope in real life.
Mm-hmm.
J-Boss.
That's what's up. What you think about that, man?
I love it. I think it's a good affirmation, you know, especially when you when you need a little bit of encouragement. So could you tell us where can we find that song?
Well, the song actually isn't even out yet, y'all.
That's what's up.
But
Exclusive,
it will
baby.
be.
We broken.
And another beautiful thing is there are things that are out. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay
right,
I
now.
have a few things.
we got the
out.
premiere. The world premiere.
So I have a few things out, just not that song yet.
Okay, that's
Okay,
what's
where
up.
can we
That's what's
find
up.
your music?
Well, I actually have a website that you can check everything about Sondra Love out on. It is www.sondralove.com. That's SONDRALOVE.com.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And positive vibes only, y'all.
Positive
People.
Yeah,
vibes
man. Don't stay your negative ass where you at.
Negative Nancy. Yeah. Can't stand it.
What you said, sis.
Right. Man, since, you know, we doing it big for the ladies, you dig what I'm saying? So you gonna stay with us and chat it up for the shot word? You feel what I'm saying? So we gonna let the ladies, you know what I'm saying? This ladies take over tonight, you know what I'm saying? O.C.B.
Ladies,
after
right.
dog. So you know what I'm saying? We gonna throw our little 2 cents in. But only when we ask though. So we gonna stay in our place tonight, you know what I'm saying?
What? You're staying in your
We gonna
place?
stay in our place tonight, you know what I mean? Even though it's my show, you know what I mean? Hey, know what I'm saying, son? You know what I'm saying, son?
Chill, yo.
Yeah, you know what show. But look, before we get into this shot bird, we're gonna play us some.
O.C.B.
You better know it,
Hit it,
Jack.
Ericka. O.C.B.
Hey.
I know you're thirsty. I got the Gatorade to quench your thirstiness. I got that extra bonus if you're talking mess. And that's just it. Yeah, that's just this Thursday. Lord have mercy. You're not worthy. Pull up in that brand new Hershey. Windows down like you're that person. And I'm just talking push smoke off my person. Grab yourself a glass. I know you want this night to last. 'Cause everything is cool. I know that girls get thirsty too. I know that you can get me out your mind. So let's stop wasting time. 'Cause everything is cool. I know that girls get thirsty too.
She come from the projects with that thought process. Obsessed over money, material objects, and oh yes, I must object. Licking your face and ass and get you that cash, I gotta laugh. See, I'm in need of you if you in need of me. And I would bleed for you if you would bleed for me. So go against the grain, then it ain't my fault. We on a quest for love to find the root of these black thoughts.
It's okay, it's alright that you want me. You don't have to worry about your baby. Girl, sit here next to me. You can tell me.
Yeah, man. It's your boy O.C.B, man. You dig what I'm saying, man? Doing what we do, man. You know y'all gals get thirsty too. Look, I said gal. But yeah, man, look,
Yeah.
we about to get into
Y'all get thirsty in Women's Month.
I know, right?
It wins money.
Hey, yeah, man. So I'm gonna let y'all take over on this shot word. Go ahead, ladies.
Okay, so just think of them taking a virtual shot. We have our shot word graphic. So just think of us taking that virtual shot because nobody has a cup right now.
We got water.
Yeah, we got water. We have water. Okay, protecting your peace. I'm going to start it off for the ladies. And I'm not on camera today. I'm sorry. There are technical difficulties, but y'all know what I look like. I look good.
She better say that.
I look good. Okay, so protect your peace. Around 1 in 5 women have a common mental health problem, such as depression and anxiety. And there are many reasons why these, and I lost my train of thought. There are many reasons why, we develop these issues. Some of the risk factors may be our social and economical status. So where we live, our environment, other depressions such as postpartum or prepartum depression, depression during pregnancy, menopause, and other things. Just even if you don't have any children or anything, just everyday stressors like work, maintaining that balance between work and your life. And if you work from home, then that's not too far away. So we're just going to be talking about all of those things and how to protect your peace and find peace of mind somewhere so that you will become healthy mentally, physically, and emotionally. Okay, ladies, let's take it away.
Yes. So protecting your peace. What should we say about that though?
Well, okay, so
A-bomb.
So protecting your peace is creating and maintaining a healthy environment for growth. Protecting your peace means making or creating a safe space internally and externally where you can be productive rather than just doing things just to do them. If you find that you're constantly like rushing, putting out fires all day, every day, chances are you need to protect your peace.
This is true.
Protecting your peace is guarding your state of your heart, your mind, which are connected for some people, well, most people. It allows you to know how you want to show up for your life. And in the positions you choose, the thoughts and the actions that may align with that. Reading that, I need to protect my peace, y'all.
Yes.
I don't have peace like I thought I did. Just being in school and working, and I found it hard to keep a good balance. I feel like I'm always rushing to get assignments turned in, or I'm forgetting to hang out with my friends. It's just like I miss the small moments that I should.
That sounds more
cherish.
like planning to me.
Like,
better protecting your peace.
Well, it's like I have I'm constantly moving and doing stuff. I don't have time. I don't make time to just be
for yourself.
Right. I'm always doing something for somebody or doing something for myself to get somewhere for my future self to be at peace. Yeah. But meanwhile, present me is lacking peace.
Right. I can talk I get you. Trust me. When I was in college, I felt like I had no time for time. Right. And from running the classes, then trying to have a social atmosphere, and still have time for your family. Then the first year, my first year period, I was out of town. So I was around family, but I wasn't around my family like that. So trying to find a balance between it all. And then I fast forward years later, I ain't going to reveal my age, but fast forward years later, having a son and being a single parent, we get, you ain't got no time to do nothing. You're always with your kid. Well, sweetheart, I have to be. That's responsibility. That's love. But as I grew older, I realized how important it is to have those little moments for yourself just to keep your sanity going. Not just to keep the sanity, just to keep it going. When you can get that peaceful moment to yourself and not feel bad about it.
That part.
That is the key.
That's it.
That is so, I was so I used to have anxiety. Like if I take this 5 minutes for myself, there's 5 minutes I could be doing something for Eric, or there's 5 minutes I could be doing something for the church. There's 5 minutes I could be doing A, B, C, and D, but I forget about E. So I did that for so very long. So I found myself having certain breakdowns. I don't know if any other females, ever went through that, but you start having these tremors, you start having these sweats, you start having these panic attacks, and you're wondering half the time, where is it coming from? Is you not stepping back for a moment? And then on top of that, not feeling bad about it.
Right. The guilt kills you.
The guilt kills you.
It does.
Yeah, and we're running around trying to be a superwoman.
Yes.
All this kryptonite.
Yeah. And like Ajah said earlier, putting out fires and doing things and just realizing that the day is gone and you didn't accomplish half the things that you wanted to. But you had so much on your calendar and you feel like you marked some things off, but you forgot to be there for yourself.
Right.
And then you're mad because somebody else is not. But it has to start with you. With you.
It's so crazy because, like, me being the type of person that I am, I have developed these habits of being everything to everybody.
Yes.
I've always been that way my entire life. I feel like naturally I'm a nurturer. So I've always been everything to everybody. And like I had a little breakdown. I heard you talking about breakdowns. I had a little breakdown a couple of days ago because like I'm always going. And I go so much that I forget about myself. Like things that you wouldn't think you forget to do. Like I forget to eat. I forget to I gotta go get in the shower. Like I gotta go cook this and I gotta go do that. And it's like, man, I forget to do these things. And I kind of had a little breakdown the other day, and I had to explain to one of my friends, like, man, I'm always going. I'm always doing. I don't have time to feel anything. So even when I'm going through things, I can't feel them because somebody else is going through something, and it's worse than what I'm going through. So I kind of have to keep that to myself, and then I help this person out. And then I'm by myself, and it's like, man, it's so much. So I don't get to feel things, and I have to allow myself to feel things now.
And when we say we're tired, we are tired.
We are tired.
I mean, it's just not all about the physical. It's the mental. We are tired. When we say we're tired, we're actually tired. It may not be because we, and then you might think, what did you do? It's the mental. We are tired, and we have to take the time out for ourselves. We got to make sure that you get the right amount of sleep. Okay, you got to think about, what it is that you're putting in your body, what you're consuming, things like that. Those things can make us tired too, and they can really slow us down. And all of the influences out there, sometimes you just have to turn off the TV and just get off of your phone because there's so many influences out there, whether it's social, with social media, or whether it's the TV or ads or whatever, or your own friends. There's a lot of negative energy out there. And, we have to make sure that we take all that into account because protecting your peace is a form of self-care. It's a form of self-love. And you have got to pursue your peace. And you have to, we can't, no one can tell you what that is or what that looks like. You have to figure it out for yourself, but you got to figure it out, pretty soon because we don't want you to be, get yourself sick. You're having a heart attack or a stroke because you're constantly moving and worried about all these things that don't make a difference. It's a thing that Denzel said, I don't know what show he was on, but he said, you never see a moving van behind a hearse.
I remember that.
You remember that? Okay, so you never see a moving van behind a hearse. So what does that tell you? You can't take nothing with you. You can't take nothing with you. So all of these things that we work hard for and we to acquire to live a certain lifestyle, we can't take it with us. So we have to take into account the simple things in life, like everybody gathering at a table to eat dinner, or everybody going on a picnic or going out to eat, or just simply being. Whether you're alone. So we have to take those things in consideration, that it's not always the financial, thing. We need money, But like you said, you never see a moving van behind a hearse. Okay.
I personally can relate to your story when it comes to like nurturing people and just always being with people. I always feel like I never have time for time. I'm always in class. I'm always at the library doing work. When my parents call me at 10 o'clock, they're like, where you at? And I'm like, I'm at the library. And my daddy like, the library ain't open. But, I'm there. And then, like my mom was saying, I mark off things that is due, but I feel like I have done nothing.
Right.
And a part of protecting your peace is setting boundaries.
You have to.
Yeah. And I just personally learned how to set boundaries.
Yeah, me too.
It's really hard for me. And I found myself like getting overwhelmed and tired, mentally tired. And I was helping everybody else. So then when I was left with me, I couldn't feel nothing. I didn't know how to process like how I felt. It was just like, all right, next day, let's get up.
It's a habit.
And it's a bad habit. But I just like set reminders on my phone. I have an affirmation app.
I do too now.
So when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, me first.
Right.
Because sometimes when you wake up in the morning, it's like, oh, I gotta go to work.
Excuse me. I thought y'all played that Mary J. Blige song.
Good morning, gorgeous.
The one time.
But yeah, but my dad gave me tips on things like self-care in the morning. Like when he get up in the morning, he have his morning routine where he get himself together to be prepared for the day.
Right.
And I just haven't quite mastered like getting out of my bed, going to the bathroom, thinking for a minute, washing my face, thinking about life. Like I just need to be better at making time. And
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know how when we're doing things, you're doing something, right? And you rush through it and you miss stuff.
Yes.
You miss stuff and you know, and it's the same thing with us being who we are. Like we can't get up every day and rush the day, because when you rush the day, there's so much that you miss and so many things that you don't even think about, because you have this crazy routine that you've developed. It's like get up and go.
Right.
You know,
Then become complacent too. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you so used to doing it, then you'll still forget out of the stuff that y'all use. Cause I think you posted something the other day about what you say, head, shoulder, knees, and toes, or whatever the song was. Right? But then like the old people, like what's it?
Glasses,
keys, and wallet. Or something.
It was like you had your glasses, your keys, and your wallet.
Right, you gotta do the check down before you walk out the house. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was funny though.
And a self-help checklist is good. Like things that you want to do, or I mean, writing it down is one thing, but we actually have to try to do it. Right. And so I think like the things on our phones, like reminders, they come up, they never go away until you slide it over.
Yeah, put it somewhere where you see it every day.
Right.
Even if it's the same thing. Post something on your wall, something on your closet door. Something.
Now, for me to get a break from like technology, because when I say I'm looking at it all day long, I have to find a mental health break from technology. So twice a day, I have a self-help journal.
Okay.
I get up in the morning. I get up, well, when I do actually get up, it's at 5:15. Look, I'm a whole parent. You don't understand. Them 20 minutes be feeling like 4 hours when a long night hit. But when I finally make effort to get out of bed, I sit at my desk. I just turn on my little lamp, and I look at my book, and I look at the question for the day, and I try to reflect for in the morning. And then to wind down, I tried my best again not to be on my technology. Y'all see me fail miserably at that every day. But I'm getting better. Look at me admitting shit, okay? Anyway, so but I do try to make more of an effort to read books. I've gotten into black authors and self-help books. Just try to relieve my mind an hour before I go to sleep. I noticed that it helps me rest better. It puts my mind at ease to think of something else that doesn't revolve around my life. Sometimes you got to step outside of your norm in order to build something new. So I'm big on that. I that's my, a normalcy normal. I don't know if that even makes sense.
Mantra.
My mantra. Yeah.
Mantra.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said step outside the box. So what if your norm is that?
Why you gotta go deep?
It may be
because I just know like some people like their norm is that.
I mean, it depends. Like even for me, I know I do a lot of stuff to help my kids and my wife. You know what I'm saying? Because if I call myself the head of the household, I have to act like it, right? So the women in my life looking at me a certain kind of way. So you know what I'm saying? The time that I do have, I take this time to learn something. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about teach myself like I picked up the guitar, right? And started playing it, then the bass, and then other guitar. Like it's just a different stuff to learn. So when people say I don't have time, you have time what you make time for. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you know what I'm saying? Now, so now we can't have that conversation. Dad, I just ain't got enough time. Shit, I ain't, and I still pay all the bills. What are you talking about? You feel what I'm saying? It's just so we can't. So when we do have a conversation, you can't be just, well, you don't do this, you don't do that. Hey, I do all of this. So what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So now let's sit down and have a real conversation.
It just feels that way. Yeah. I mean, it's just a mental thing. Like if you can sit down and compare. Like what we all do, we probably all got a long list of things that we get done in a day. But it's just more like the mental I think you be at the point where you complaining about everything you got to do. That's the point of you on the verge of a breakdown. Like you on the verge of where you can't handle like
and
one
you don't
more
even
thing.
realize.
Right. You don't even realize it. It's like, okay, it's just a regular day, and then the next day somebody do one little thing, and I'm just
But that's
hot.
that's that build up. So what does protecting your peace look like, right? For you ladies, you know what I mean? Like we talking about on a day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute basis. You know what I mean?
For me personally, I have a problem telling people no. So I have made it my business to tell people no.
Right.
Because I'm one of those people, like, if you hit me up, especially if we're cool, you know, you my homie, you hit me up and be like, hey, I need you to do such and such. I'm automatically like, yeah, I got you, because you my dog.
Right,
I'll
right.
do anything for you. But then it's like, when I'm doing stuff for this person, I don't realize how I'm cutting myself out. Because the thing that I'm doing for this person is keeping me from doing anything for myself.
Right.
And not even just
but that means you can't fully help nobody.
Right.
You
And
know
I
what
was
I mean?
just
At the
about to
point,
go into that. Like, I have to be a certain way. I have to have something in order for me to give anything away.
And you can't help everybody. Because it's not your job.
And then
to help
sometimes,
everybody.
but sometimes people expect it. So I know you ain't gonna, such and such ain't gonna say no. So I'm just gonna ask them to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that way.
Right.
I feel like people think
I'm that person.
Yeah, I'm that person.
I am
too.
definitely that person.
Yes.
And they know, so they're gonna call. Can you do such and
Yeah,
such?
yeah.
Say yes.
They're going to take advantage of you because of that. And, I mean, but protecting your peace, it looks different for everybody, and you just got to figure out what it is. Some people, I met somebody that said that, someone said they sleep all the time, and they said, well, that's my peace. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I got to get me a nap in. that's my time for me. You know, other people, they may take long bubble baths or whatever. And then sometimes it's just that quiet cup of coffee in the morning time. And everybody always say, when they over here, they're peaceful. And to me, it's like, why? Because this is home. It's home to me.
A lot of people live in chaos. So.
It may be a little stressful. So, and everybody's, you know, when things quiet down is when things get the loudest. You know, when they quiet down. And I always ask people when they say they have problems, which is, I think everybody should get counseling or have their own personal therapist, because you really burn out your friends, you know, when you expect for them to do that for you. But you burn out your friends. But I always say, sometimes if I can help you out, well, I'll say something like, well, tell me what you want me to do. You know, tell me what you want me to take off of you. And then people will start to, you know, kind of, you know, get you. But it's little things that you could do, you know, to help somebody. Like if I can, you know, I'm really good at the tech. If I can just do you a spreadsheet and you've been worrying about it forever, and I do it in 10 minutes and I give it to you, I just took a load off.
Right.
You know, what can you do for me? You know, and things like that. So we can help each other, but we don't need to burn ourselves out in an attempt.
Like Sid was saying, though, as men, we be trying to figure out how to help y'all relax sometimes. I find myself trying to figure out, okay, why she moving, why she doing so much, but then, like y'all said, y'all had tunnel vision at times on a lot of things. But from a man's perspective, a lot of times when we be needing y'all, at the same time, y'all have to have that break to be what we need from y'all.
Yeah.
So we have to take a step back at times.
Because the strongest person,
give her breathing room.
The person that you think is the strongest still needs, you know, something or somebody, and you find yourself trying to be, you know, the strength. And a lot of people do things to take their mind off themselves. We've been going through a lot of things in these past few months, and it's like, okay, we are like, what next, what now? Right. But what do you do to take your mind, you know, off of those things, or to de-stress, you know, or whatever. And I think doing this, is actually doing this show, I think it is a therapy for everybody. And it kind of helps everybody because you're looking forward to it. And you know you're going to see some people, you know, that you may not have seen in a while, a week or so.
We about this close not to even doing the show, like, but I'm like, well, we talked about it, though. I'm like, this is, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and let's put it together and see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Really, it's so much going on. It's so much going on. And then, you know, you get on the phone, hollered at DearMeQueen. What did you say? I'm there, you know, I'm there. Right. And I was like,
oh. Babysitter first and I got you.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if we can pull it off because I am so tired and burnt out, but I'm glad that I did.
Right.
You know.
Well, you know, when you're going through times like that, the best thing to do to de-stress is to live in the moment, bask in the glory of now. It's so easy to worry about the future or your past. You know, skeletons hunt you. And
so if you want to smoke some crack, man, hit that pipe and live in the moment, goddammit.
Y'all don't hit that
hit
pipe.
That line.
Don't hit. O.C.B does not encourage anyone to do drugs. Disclaimer.
But sometimes,
The
like,
views and actions of O.C.B are not necessarily this panel.
sometimes it's good to be impulsive like that. It's
What, hitting the crack?
No. I mean, just like living in the moment, like for instance, we've been going through a lot. So what if one day we was just like, okay, everybody get up, we gonna get Jalen down here, we gonna go downtown and go to the river.
Yeah.
That's living in the moment versus, okay, I ain't got this, we got all this due, all of this. It's like, forget all that.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta stop.
Live
Yeah.
now.
Stop.
But I try to protect my peace by coming home. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest. My environment at school is like totally different from here. I feel like at school I'm on my own, even though my parents still here. But when I come home, it's like my safe space. When I'm overwhelmed with everybody else's life or just overwhelmed in general, when I'm tired, I gotta come home. I have to reset at home. I can't do that there. And I feel like my peace slip when I leave my house. When I leave here and go to school, I'm just automatically frustrated. Like, I don't even want to be here because I know what's expected of me. I know, I just know a lot. Right. And I know that I have a lot of power to change a lot of things. I just don't know if it's right or wrong. I got to go ask my daddy about it. I got to go talk to my parents about it. I got to make sure that I'm morally right, because if I'm not morally right, then I'm not at peace. What don't put me at peace is when I feel like something's wrong. I have to, it has to be morally correct. I'm going to ask my daddy about it 10 times before I even make a decision. It might get on his nerves, but it brings me peace. It brings me peace. I genuinely feel like you just need a safe environment to be at peace. Like earlier, me and my mom and my cousin Just Cake It, we was all talking about just coming over people's house. Like she came up here, she's like, oh, it's just so peaceful here, I can just sit here. And it was a break from her hectic schedule. And I feel like, I told her, I was like, man, I go to my friend's house just to sit there. You do what you do, I'm just wall furniture. I'm just here because I don't want to be in my room. I don't want to be in that environment. We don't have to necessarily interact, but you being here is enough. I don't need you to coddle me. I don't need you to talk to me or try to make me comfortable, because I'm comfortable in your presence alone. I just want to sit here, and then when I'm done sitting here and I feel like I'm ready to go home, I want to go home.
And I understand, because that's how Jalen did us, because we hadn't seen him in I don't know how long, and he came and I was working and he was just sitting there, doing nothing on his phone. He knew that his presence, was enough, so he did his thing and I worked, and he said something every now and then, but he knew that, his presence alone would be powerful. Right. Then I'll ask him something about something to engage him, and something deep to engage him, and he read it in. So, it's just a lot of things. But I will end with this before we get into the ways to protect your peace. Don't be so quick to say that all those relationships and things that you have an issue with, or people that you have an issue with, you may need to go ahead on and address that stuff.
Right, you do.
The stuff is crazy these days. I mean, it's people that I don't care for, but if they came over here, you'd never know. Or if I saw them in person, you would never know, because I'd never treat anybody that way, even people who deserved it. But I'm just saying, so then I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna be like, did you see that?
She be sitting at the edge of the couch, just be talking, running. Then what time you come to bed? I'll be there in a minute. She'll wait for 5 minutes, come back. But let me tell you this. She be really want to vent, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but, what I'm saying?
Because they really made me mad. But I mean, it's a lot of people that I just don't hear from often. But when I feel like I want to hear from them, I call them. And I'll be like, hey, and they be like, hey, and it picks up. So I'm just saying, don't wait for people to come to you. Go to them. If you're thinking about them and they on your mind, come. Because we had a visitor last night that we hadn't seen. It was the last visitor that we would ever see. And she walked through the door, and I'm like, girl, we haven't seen you so long, but she knew
I
where
ain't
to
seen
come
her since
to.
we had to fix her flat.
But she knew where to come to. And I didn't fuss at her about not calling and, keeping in touch. And I was like, I'm just glad you're here. You know what I'm saying? And, she stayed every time she got ready to get up. She sit back down. And she got back up and she sit back down because she was comfortable and she wanted to stay. I said, girl, you might as well go back there and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't have time to. But I'm just saying, you need to repair those relationships. You need to, if these people on your mind, call them. If you need to call them once a month, once a week, every other day, call them. But don't wait for them to call you because you'll be disappointed and something happened to them, something happened to you. But if they on your mind, go and call them. You know?
You don't want to feel guilty.
Yeah,
by
just go ahead on and call them and be there for, them or whatever. Make it your business to call them and, just even if it's every week or twice, every other week, just reach out to them.
So my question is this. I know we're talking about, trying to keep your peace and I know we kind of went on this, but what if it's a person interrupting your peace?
It's all day.
We say, we're going to, try to
Yeah, but that's not. But your piece ain't for. Me personally, your piece ain't for them. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's yours. Like you got to find out what's
give them that power.
How to look at them mad as hell and still be happy within yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Regardless of how they feel, they could be yelling, but they could be yelling. You don't hear to see it. You just happy as hell on the inside. You know what I'm saying? That's your thing. Like you know what I'm saying? Just be happy in your space right then.
Don't let it interrupt.
Handle that shit, other shit later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I like when you said you making it your business to say no. Yeah, because I'm making it my business to not get too deeply involved. I just set boundaries. Those are ways to protect your peace. I know we ain't got there yet. But I really admire, like you said that, because it's a lot of people that can't say no. Like I know a lot of people.
And that's my problem.
Don't
that
let
just can't say no, and I'm like. Okay, but at some point you gotta say no, like you.
But just don't answer the phone.
Yeah, don't let them.
I think it's mostly when
I'll call
I think it's necessary. I think it's very necessary for us to start telling people no.
Yeah.
Telling people to their faces, and I don't think
without malice though.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be malice.
Yeah.
And even like with me, I like for people to be straight up with me.
Right.
Like if I ask you something and you don't want to do that shit, tell me no.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I'm not mad at you.
You ain't gonna be mad. That's what they say. You ain't gonna be mad. You
I'm
gonna be mad.
I'm not gonna be mad at you. So if you hit me up and I don't want to do it, I'm just gonna tell you no, and I don't have to give you an explanation.
Right. Because you don't owe anybody anything.
I don't have to tell you why I don't want to do it, and that's just that.
And that should be enough. Yeah.
If they're your friend for real, they would understand that you can't do everything. Right. Or you don't want to.
But I think sometimes it's beyond being a friend sometimes because everybody got a little mess in them. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of them don't know that they're being like that.
Yeah.
Now they probably know they selfish as fuck. Right. But you know what I'm saying? But they just don't know it, you know?
Yeah, they don't.
That's why I say you have to be vocal.
Yeah.
You gotta tell people because when you don't, some people really don't
just
know.
have no clue.
And please don't let yourself get in a situation where you feel like you got to deal with it. Because it's coming up on 420. And we didn't even know this was the day of chiefing.
Nah, it wasn't back then.
It wasn't the day back then. But on 420, we coming up on 20. Now, and that's 20 years now of marriage. That's not since we've been together because there's probably...
That'd be 28, 27.
It's probably longer than that. And
she took me.
And we still look good. But we still look good. But we come up on 20, and if I can't spend 20 years with someone that makes me miserable or that just interrupts my peace. I mean, so that just goes to show you that
I worked on it though.
Yeah, you wasn't taking my piece.
I fucked out.
I wouldn't let you have my piece. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be with you now. If you make me that unhappy, I'm just gonna have to say bye. You're gonna have to go your own way. So you got to make that decision or whatever. Don't stay with be in a situation or put yourself in a situation where you have to be with someone that's interrupting.
And there's a lot of people like that.
Your peace. Well, I've been here this long. I might as well stay.
Yeah, because it'll be because of things though.
Yeah.
Or they just don't want to hurt the other person feelings.
Or like you said,
things. Fuck the feeling.
Those superficial things. So you gotta think about it. Now, do I want to be myself and start all back over again, or do I want to deal with some bull? You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about it. Peace of mind is just amazing.
But that will keep a lot of people healthy, man, having a peace of mind. Don't you know, man, stress is the number one killer, man. If you're not having a peace of mind, you stressed out. Now your blood pressure fucking high. You can't see all types of stuff.
Especially in black men.
And you worrying yourself to death.
Worrying yourself to death. And that shit true. You know what? Older people used to say that, man. You just gonna worry yourself to death. That shit is true. It's true. It's real. It's real.
You got to get real. And we're going to give you some tips on what to do.
Go ahead. 5 ways to protect your peace. And you look at your
screen. We're going to put it up on the screen for you. Okay, the first thing is know what you want. Be clear on your vision. Have a purpose and set goals. Ericka mentioned that she tries journaling. She does journaling. They also suggest visualization. And what we mean is stay focused on something, you know, like... what is it, y'all, when you manifest something and you write it down and it's the big, this book that was really, really popular about that.
Burn Book.
No, not Burn Book.
The Burn Book, that is my jam, though.
Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
But write it down. You know, they do the vision boards. Vision boards. Whatever you have to do, visualize it and make it happen. Have mindfulness. You hear that term a lot these days. Mindfulness built into your day. Whatever your beliefs are, if you are religious or whatever, what brings you inner peace throughout the day, whether you have a certain time of day that you pray or meditate or just breathing exercises. So sit down and get you some deep breathing. We all have phones. Use those smart devices. They have a lot of things on there that you could do, you know, and it's free.
It'll tell you to breathe.
It'll tell you to breathe. So if you got a smart watch, you know, things like that. Okay, number 3, be hyper aware of what you're consuming and when you're consuming it. We talked about that, whether it's TikTok, these memes, or Instagram, or Facebook. You know, it's difficult.
Pornhub.
I wouldn't even go there.
Hey, that's your piece.
If that's what you want to do, but you know you can't, you know, damage yourself. Look, that's y'all cue to sing Beyonce. I'd rather be blind. I'd rather go blind, boy. Y'all look crazy. Yeah, put your phone down, your iPad, your books. You know, sometimes I had to put that stuff across the room because I'll never sleep because I got to look at it. Right. Okay, so put your phone down. Set a goal. No devices during dinner or lunch. Take a long shower. Get in the car. Do whatever you got to do. Purge your Instagram, your Facebook, YouTube notifications. Whatever you got to do to not think about those things. Turn off your devices and don't feel guilty about it. But I ain't gonna say turn your phone off because it may be important. You know what I'm saying?
Do not disturb.
But I understand those notifications though.
Yeah, those notifications will get you. Yeah. And last but not least, declutter your physical space. I'm gonna say that one more time for the people in the back. Declutter your personal space. Now you know that's one sign of depression. You know, you walk through the door and you can't get through the door. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
very true. So you there, done that.
Yeah, I mean that's a cry. That's a cry for help.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's a cry for help.
I think you just pulled my car and read
I pulled it out.
Well, I say that because I just rearranged my room at school.
And you feel better.
I just was so tired of living in the same space, looking at the same stuff. So I moved some stuff around.
Smelling the same smell.
Oh, excuse me. My room smells like winter candy apple.
Ganja.
Winter candy apple, Bath and Body Works only in December. But
I knew I lost my Halloween candy somewhere.
It just made me overall feel like better. I mean, when Mama said it like that, now I'm reevaluating like how I felt leading up to the moments of rearranging my room because I just got tired of looking at it. I was just tired of being in the same space. But
that's the way all this stuff works, though.
Yeah,
Once you get tired and fed up, either you're going to break or you're going to change something. You know what I mean?
So get rid of the junk and make sure our homes are organized or whatever. It kind of gives you that support for stressing out because you can find everything. You know, I can't sleep unless my bed is fixed.
Oh, my goodness.
And I got to fix that bed before I get it, and I don't care what it is. And y'all like, it's already messed up. You're going to mess it up anyway. Make the bed to lay down. And then after you had too much to drink, make my bed with me in it. Make my bed with me in it, okay? That's the next blues song. Make my bed with me in it.
Wait. Thank
you very much.
Put a covers on me.
I got a question, Mom. You just said something I gotta ask.
Well, what is it?
Okay, so like when you said, that was a sign of maybe depression.
Yeah.
Like, can you just elaborate a little bit more? Because I just need to hear this.
Okay, so when usually when you have when I ain't gonna even say you're a hoarder.
Man, I wish I had some elevator music. Go
But
ahead.
when I say things are cluttered, that's usually mean that that's a sign that lets you know that something is going on. You're collecting things. You're a collector. But why are you collecting things? Why are you holding on to things? Why is this?
Realize you're holding on.
Yes. Why is this place looking like this? Okay. Yeah. So we can't get in the door. We know something wrong. That's a cry for help. Why are you holding on to these things? And each thing represents something.
When
too.
you were happy.
Yeah, when you're happy. And you just feel like things will never let you down. They're going to be there when you walk in the door. They're going to greet you, things like that. So that's definitely a cry for help. We want to make sure that we get our physical space together, our environment, because when you're even if you're not in the best environment, you still can make it you can make it better by just moving things around or putting a poster up or doing something that'll make you feel good about yourself. There's a lot of songs that make you feel good about yourself and protect your energy, such as Janae Aiko's Trigger Protection Mantra, and which is intended to calm you down when you're upset, or PVO.
A percolator too.
Yeah, it's
Sound of percolator. That makes me happy. Or some people, Trigger Man makes them happy. Or Mary J. Blige, No More Drama, they said. Or some books that I'm into right now. I'm into Queen of Fu, a Sacred Woman. And all the sacred healing and things for women, I'm definitely digging. How to heal yourself. One day I will be vegan. I'm speaking it into existence. It's going to happen one day, but I feel like a lot of issues that I have will be resolved if I...
Man, we're going to have to eat some turkey or something.
Because that's what we've been eating.
Yeah, that's what we've been eating, but I just feel like mind, body, and soul, what you put in...
With some turkey meat.
It's a mind thing. I'm going on this journey. You ain't got to go with me. But I'm just saying that I just foresee that one day I'm going to be better as far as what I eat and put into my body, because I feel like I can heal myself from within.
Yeah.
You can. That's where it starts at. Yeah. From inward outwards.
Inwards outwards. Okay. Yeah. I'm doing a lot of talking. Y'all should have seen me today, but I am the voice from the computer.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, great show.
Yeah,
Okay, let's give our final thoughts. We're gonna go all the way around this room. We're gonna rotate it at 360, starting counterclockwise with
the guys.
Yeah,
We'll do the guys first.
We'll do the guys first. Come on, he is the matador.
Go ahead, Muggs and Mo.
Gotta miss me with the bullshit, even though I do play the bad guy.
It's like, dude.
But my final thought is, I actually wanted to say a verse on behalf of the women. You know what I'm saying? I had put this together with my brother Phil back in the day at GSE. The name of the song was called "Queen You Are." Something that we tried to write to.
I got something to tell you about that.
Yeah, for sure. But it go like this. Pardon me, miss. May I ask you a question? But would you mind if I make a suggestion? If this man affinity equals aggression, you confuse it with love and the wrong affections, boo. You know better in the right direction too. Only you can make the right selection for you. A fully grown woman, do what you're destined to do. But what about all the blessings destined for you? The way to realize is using all three of your eyes, because the illusion resides inside of your mind while I bring it to fruition like a harvest. You're more than a 5-star chick, you a goddess.
Hey.
Shout out to women.
Muggs and Mo in the building. You did what I'm talking about, man. What's up? Already, I thought I had that song.
I feel like we should be playing. Who was that? Raheem Devon, woman. Woman.
And then they gonna mute us.
Okay. No monetization on this one.
Right.
We do own the rights to that song.
Let me see. For me, man, I hate that. I did a little bit more talking than I expected because I was excited to hear you lovely ladies speak. You know what I mean? And just for me taking from I guess not what I'm taking from, but I just something to say. Like I always protect. You know what I'm saying? Yourself, your mind, your body, like Tero said, man. Just from me being around y'all, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna help y'all protect it, you know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna ask you for nothing, you know what I'm saying? I want to add too, you know what I mean? At any given moment, you know what I mean? Just being a man of of God. You know what I'm saying? God, body, mind, body, and soul. You dig what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? I love y'all, man. Y'all love yourselves first. You know what I'm saying? So then all the other energy gonna come in. You dig?
Okay. Sondra, like Mary. Sondra.
You know, and I always wonder if my daddy named me after that nasty. But no,
Mary.
I do want to say one thing, y'all. Like, this is the first time I've ever been in a room full of people that I don't know besides you. Of course, that I don't know, and I feel so comfortable. I had this thing with social anxiety, you guys, and y'all made me feel extremely comfortable. And I can really feel that all of you are great people.
Yeah, I appreciate
Own greatness.
I walked in the door and I got the biggest hug ever. And I was comfortable when I came in here, y'all. This was great.
That's always a good icebreaker.
DearMeQueen. All right. Let's bring it on to DearMeQueen.
Oh, wow. Well, I want to say something about the song. I actually use it as my intro song for my podcast.
That's dope.
So that for you to say that is confirmation for me to keep using it. Yeah. And also, I want to speak to my single moms out there. I want to speak to my single ladies out there. Take the damn hour. Take time for yourself. Take those trips. Take yourself to dinner. Take yourself to do things that you hindering yourself from doing because you feel bad about not inviting or involving other people. Take the damn hour. Take the day. Take the week. You might want to take the month. Just take it and know that it is okay for you to take some moments for yourself. It is okay for you to be by yourself because sometimes when you by yourself, you do more work on yourself. So peace and blessings to you. Get your peace back, sis.
A-bomb.
Well, I think I need to reevaluate myself. If y'all want to be honest, I'm not trying to be funny, but I feel discombobulated. When we first started, I'm like, okay, I feel pretty okay about this. I'm pretty sure about myself, but I mean now I'm questioning myself, like not in a bad way. It's just like I don't know. I just gotta reevaluate. I gotta rethink some things. I think some of the things that Mom pointed out and that Miss Sondra pointed out, it just made me think in a different. It's my parents. It's just a respect thing.
I know.
And it just really makes me think like everything I thought I knew about myself, I just don't after sitting through this podcast. Like it's just a lot. And
but you're only 20. You're still finding.
Yeah, that's gross.
That's true.
You're still finding yourself.
I mean, while that's true, up until this very point, I was very sure of myself. That's what I'm telling y'all.
That's growth. That's
growth. And now I'm just like, well, I guess I need to. But since it's Women's Month, and I'm always gonna highlight my mom for the rest of my life, I would like to highlight my mom because she is the glue. She holds all of us together. We are literally
the gorilla glue.
me and my dad enough, but like it's just like chaos and she, like the eye of the storm. That's very calm, and you definitely deserve the breaks. You are secretary, mom, everything. Wife, mother, and I just think that personally, I would like to see you take more time for yourself. I know that it's hard, and I know we ask a lot of you, and I know you feel like you gotta do a lot of things because we like, Mom, faster, Mom, school, Mom, can you look at this, Mom, can you look at that?
Can't let her have Amazon, bro.
And so, this year, I really want it to be the year of you. I want you to take time, regardless of what we ask. Just be like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna take it personal. Personally,
really?
I'm just gonna be like, I understand. Like, I understand. I don't quite understand what you go through every day, but I see you. I've been watching you since I was a kid. I've been watching both of y'all. Both of my parents are hard working. I would like to see my daddy take a break sometime, and not just my mom. I would like to see all my parents take a break. Not all my parents, both of my parents. But
not the mic raise.
How many parents you got now?
I got 2 parents. They love me.
About to make another episode.
But I really just y'all. But seriously, y'all are my peace. I mean, y'all keep me sane as I can be. and I want y'all to have y'all peace, and I want to be y'all peace. But if I'm adding on to the stress, then just be like, I cannot right now, Ajah.
Shout out to y'all for being dope parents. For setting this type of energy for your kids and saying this is a safe space and, you know, allowing them to be vocal and loving and y'all just be supportive. I've always wanted to tell both of y'all that, but shout out to y'all parenting skills. I need y'all to desperately needed. Y'all need to write a book or do some seminars for a couple people I know.
Okay, and I'm gonna end this thing like this. This is this whole Women's Month, the whole show. Thank you, shout out to O.C.B for giving us this platform so that we can come together and celebrate women or the woman. A lot of good things said today, a lot of good points. I think the main thing is take time for yourself. Sometimes with kids and stuff, you in work and stuff, you really don't get the time to sit down. But there's so many things that's going on this year that can remind you that you need to stop and smell the roses. You just got to stop. And a lot of times, I know I'm always on that iPad, but that is the peace. You know, when I'm on that iPad, okay, I'm playing all kind of games. But that's my peace. And then I have to take me a nice, you know, quiet bath and shut the door because the dog will be coming in there and stuff. But
Fire one up, fire doobie up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Whatever gets you there. Whatever gets you there. But I do want to thank everybody for coming out, sharing your thoughts with us and everything. And remember to you know, be at peace. I mean, read your book, do whatever you got to do. And I think we learned to say no. we learned to say no.
Just say no.
Just say no.
Just say no. Just say no.
Would you speak in? Just say it.
Everybody knows just say no.
Speaking
There you
into
go.
existence. No, I ain't doing it. I ain't gonna do it.
Practice in the
And
mirror.
stick to it.
Stick to it. And shout out to Sondra for coming and blessing us with her voice as well as yeah, thank you. Because I'm waiting on that song. I'm going to start playing that in the morning time.
Listen, when bad vibes come, I'm just going to be like, Alexa, play PVO.
PVO, Alexa, yeah. I mean, it's just it's a nice song. I mean, I'm ready to add it to the library.
Thank you.
And as always, y'all, we will see y'all on the next O.C.B After Dark. And you better cue that theme song up.
Peace.
Okay, this podcast will be available later for you on YouTube and Facebook.
On the weekend, we gonna ride and chill and do what players do. No more working, we gonna get fresh to death and choose up on the few. Strictly simply, because we're Rico, baby, and that's just what we do. Despite the hottest fight.